legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I'll ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. Legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals and shields, we'll never yield. I'm legendary lurks, best support in the game. I'll have your back, ain't no one else to blame. In the bot lane, I'll make it rain. With my skills with me, by your side, we'll be climbing up the hills. I'm the king of vision, always keeping it clear. I ward every bush, make sure no enemies near. My hooks are on point, I'll land them every time. With my CC, we'll make our enemies climb. I'm legendary lurks, I'm the support you need. Together we'll conquer, we'll take the lead. In the League of Legends, we'll dominate the field. With my heals.
残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっと触れるもの求めることに夢中で
I can definitely talk. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what is obviously God of Hax's podcast. As everyone is very well aware, I'm the one who runs the show, and I have with me my co-host. Unfortunately, he's
I
a bit
think I'm
new
back.
to the
I'm back.
game.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, he's back.
Perfect quality check here. We're back yet again with another episode today. Two banging guests. Linus, the head moderator, admin, you can call him the king of SLE even. How are you feeling today after last week? I'd say quite decent performance from you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm really happy that I can be here, joining this podcast. So thank you very much for the invite.
Yes, and with you we have your former brother almost, at least bot lane brother. You guys played on Black Manta from what I understood quite a long time. Elrat, how are you feeling to be here? You also got the media team of the split.
I mean, I'm feeling good to be here, but I'm not feeling good at all.
Why so, Elrat?
You need to ask that question.
Yes. So, oh yeah, true. Okay, should we just bite the bull by his horn? I feel like my references is not going perfect right now, but that will be fine. So Elrat, when I booked you last week,
Yeah.
it was of the promise that we would get the Vacu Raids versus Black Flag Sailors this week, right?
Yeah. I hope so.
Yes.
But didn't go as planned, right?
Now I look at the upper bracket and I can't really see Vacu Raids in it anymore. So why don't you like go over what happened?
I think we picked a bird twice. And in the second game, the comms were yeah, pick it for the lulz, and yeah, so now we're here. I mean, kind of need to dive a bit deeper to really understand the problem, but I think that's the main problem we had.
So you would say that the bird was not a solution, maybe in your draft?
I think the bird was the problem, and yeah, we fucked up some other things, but draft was not the best.
Yes, I mean we did watch the game. I think Robbery sadly unbinded his smite button. With that in mind, though, Linus, you guys had quite the opposite of a series. I mean, it was a bit of a, how do I put it, train wreck at times, that series, but you guys did come up on top 2-1. How did it feel taking down Silver Phoenix?
I mean, it felt good. I feel like Silver Phoenix was the strongest team of the four teams on our bracket by way stronger than Pearl or Becky Dress. So I'm happy that we won against them, so we can get our free win next week. Actually, after the series against Silver Phoenix, I was on the stream in an interview and already said there that we only prepare for Vintage and Pearl before the game, because we already knew that Becky Dress will lose. Like you can see their way of playing, and it's just like not good. So yeah,
Seems
I'm
like you
really
have a
happy
lot
with the win
of,
against Silver Phoenix. They were the biggest challenge.
Did you see the Wacky Raves games? What is your opinion on why Wacky lost those games, if you did see them?
I saw them, yes. I think the main issue is the solo laners. Like you have a really good bot lane, and Robbery is a pretty good jungler if you don't give him smite. But like they have a mid laner who can only play Corki, which is perma banned, and you have a top laner who can only play Sion, which is perma banned, and both of them like fight with each other who can int more. So I think that's the main issue. Like you need to maybe redo the whole roster.
Okay, Jesus.
Okay, so you look at this Vacu Raid roster, how would you change it? Like, do you have any suggestions? I know Sanctuary has some great players that are free agent right now. Maybe, what is he called? The guy that played for Make Inting great again, the mid laner, Glunox or something. Do you think he could be an upgrade?
Yeah, at least champion pool wise, yes. That would be an upgrade. I think if you want to have the best sanctuary team, you would need to kick the entire Veki Rest roster and then maybe, I don't know, get me on top lane, then Noah Tempest and jungle, Denza mid lane, and Moppo and Pharaoh on bot lane. I think that would be the best possible sanctuary team.
I can't believe you forgot about Faker this way.
So,
Unbelievable.
So Elrat, after all this slander, if you got to build the perfect sanctuary roster, would you still put out Vacu Raids?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at our highest highs, I think we're unbeatable. Like these sailors. I mean, they can drive a boat, but they can't pilot a League of Legends game.
I mean, you
They
are the
can
scaling team after all.
they can run top, and that's all. Top laners crying for help, and they all appear. That's
mean,
all they can.
They
So
have do quite a
they-
strong
they-
side Ornn.
yeah, the strong side of Ornn, and I have two griefers on two solo lanes, so that's good. They, I mean, they I don't think they are the biggest problem we have. Champools weren't a problem last season, so we
I mean, it looks
might
like-
need to figure some stuff out. And I think we disrespected some people disrespected some laners, and I mean, me and Butner are probably the highest elo bot lane in the whole league, and we can't do shit in the games we play, so it's also kind of our fault.
Yeah, because you guys are standing at a do or die situation. So with that in mind, I think we're gonna jump over to look at the lower bracket firstly, is what I say while showing the upper bracket. So yes, we take a look at this lower bracket, and this is the teams that are now facing elimination in SLE, a kind of new concept. I think we had something similar in Split 4, but not this wide of
Are
a.
you- I don't think you are showing it to
No,
Rain.
now we're looking
No, I
at the
think-
lower bracket, man. I'm sorry, production is not my thing today. I can feel it already.
It's okay. You're new to the show, Randy.
Yes.
I know you're coming on to my podcast here.
Yeah,
you're,
Hax,
you're a
please
bit
don't
new, a
kick me,
bit
man.
green. I think you're doing just fine for your first time.
Oh,
Randy.
thank you. I'm just so nervous to have both Hacks and Linus here, knowing I can get banned for one small mistake. Anyway, we look at this lower bracket now, and we see Vacuurates, the former finalists, are taking on the Silver Phoenix this week. And what's your thoughts going into this, Elrat? Like, do you guys still feel confident that you will take down Silver Phoenix, the team that Linus said was the best aside from EFS on their side?
I'm not that confident right now because I think we need to figure some stuff out. Our draft was, I think, horrible both games. We just drafted the same in the second game because we thought it was funny, which is like disrespectful in a way. And like I already paid Linus for his information against Silver Phoenix, so he shared it to me because they're so good. So I got the good stuff now. No more 30-minute prep before the game, and then we talk about the Fnatic games like yesterday, or how we want to approach the future as Ricky rests. So yeah, now we got the good stuff.
I mean, you did find yourself in a do or die last split. You lost to the great Blazing Pandas before their mental implosion, and then went into the lower bracket and made a run. To be fair, a shorter run that will be required now, but looking at this side, like the entire lower bracket, you will take on the loser between Eternal Blizzard and Ragnarok. Is that something you are afraid of, or is your focus entirely versus Silver Phoenix?
I mean, we go game by game. We go Silver Phoenix, then probably Ragnarok. I mean, I wanted to play EB during the split. I was sad that we matched against Diamond because I think if we lost to EB, we wouldn't have played Pearl. But you can't change the things, and we go game by game.
I mean, it's
We
not much
focus
you can
on
do in
ourselves.
Vitage and Diamond is that free, you know?
I mean, I don't know why they were that free. Pearl probably the better roster in our opinion now. But yeah, their bot lane looked very shaky that games, and our top laner was popping off against the best top laner in the SLE.
Yeah, he won the grower of the split last week.
Yeah,
Benny.
and he killed the Hex multiple times solo.
Definitely. Yes,
So
he did.
I mean, I think we could say in a delusional take that Kate's Maze is one of the best top laners in the SLE, and then he gets solo killed by Balthazar twice, and then tells us that he was not respecting him.
Or Balthazar
playoff
is the
run.
best top laner in the league.
Yeah, that's the conclusion right there, and that's why Pearl will win against Black Flag Sailors.
Okay, we have a spicy prediction already. Okay, guys, so we will be jumping into the first segment of the day now before we go to the upper bracket. We see that we have 2 Sanctuary members here in as guests, and would it really be a Shrek Man podcast without some Sanctuary fraud alert here, trying to utilize this spice? So, looking at this lower bracket, guys, we're gonna do a fraud alert. I can see, if my math is correctly, we have 3 Sanctuary teams, and we have already touched on Vacuum rates quite a bit, so maybe we save them a little bit. But first of all, Black Lotus, guys, overall thoughts. Linus, do you think these guys are frauds, or what's your general take on Black Lotus?
I mean, it would be really unfair to call them frauds because if we call them frauds, we basically say that there was any expectations. So I would say they are not frauds. They are performing right as we expected at the bottom of the table, and yeah, I would say it's rated perfectly fine right now.
So, Hax, you played against Black Lotus. What's your thoughts? Are they frauds? Are they where do you expect them? Are they higher than where you expected them to be?
Do you mean higher in the standings or opponent-wise?
I mean, I guess in the standings now is lower bracket. Do you expect them to advance here versus the Villain?
I don't think I expect them to advance, but I could see them advancing. I don't think it's impossible. I think DVN are a team that plays chaos, so they're kind of maybe that will work well for them because I feel like Black Lotus work kind of a similar style like BFS, although BFS are arguably better at it. But I feel like they would do better in games that are less organized. And DVN, I think, have typically shown to be more of a skirmishy team. So maybe that's good for them. I'm not sure, but I do think the Villain should advance prediction-wise.
What
As
do
for
you
me-
think, Elrat?
For me, I think Black Lotus were very lucky that they got into playoffs, and I think they can show maybe now after facing the best team right now why they maybe deserved the spot, because like we had I think at least one good team that dropped out, like that Yang didn't make playoffs was a really big upset. And I mean, now Black Lotus maybe can show why they deserve to get into the playoffs. But I don't have high expectations for them. Maybe they can take one game, but right now, not that big of expectations. But they're no frauds in my opinion.
I mean, I have to admit, actually, I do not. I did not expect this Black Lotus team to make playoffs. When you look at how they make playoffs, it makes a lot more sense. Do I think they'll take a game in these playoffs? I mean, the Villain didn't look that good, but I kind of feel like it ends here, sadly, for the Black Lotus. But they'll come back next split at least. So, with that in mind, guys, FSLE's biggest favorite team. Linus, I know how much you love Snakepack, and it's your favorite team in the league. You ranked them on the 15th place or something in the power rankings, and the first one, I think, and that kind of started out showing a bit almost too high at one point. But do you think Snakepack, are they back, or are these guys just frauds? Are they out? Are they done for? Considering just 1 year ago they were at the top of the league in Division 1.
I mean, I think they are frauds because at one point everyone thought they are really good. And I think the potential is still there if they maybe kick 1 or 2 players, because in my opinion they are just playing with the same roster for such a long time that they just don't know how to fix problems anymore. That being said, I don't think they will win against Slim Odds. And there are 2 reasons for that. First, I don't even know if they will be able to play because they have scheduling issues, like people going on a trip and something like that. And on the
Oh
other
my
side, you
God.
have Anorex on Slim Odds who can actually play the game and is a good top laner. And I don't see anyone on Snackpack who knows how to play the game or how to pilot champions. So that's a bit of a problem. I think this will be a clean 2-0 for Slim Odds.
Okay, so you mentioned some roster changes. Do you have any players in particular you would maybe look at subbing out, or do you think they just pick anyone?
Okay, now I need to claim someone personally, and I don't know if I want to do that.
You don't have to
Uh,
answer that. You don't have to answer that. It's
I'll
completely.
let Elred do that. Elred can choose which players to kick.
Oh, okay, Elrat. So with that, do you believe Snakepack are frauds?
I wouldn't call them frauds. Like if you compare them now to like when they won regular split, was split 4 or split
I think
5?
split 4, yeah. I think split 4, no?
They won't
They,
split. They were
they won
frauds
split
back
4.
then, though.
Like
I gotta be honest and say, but
like if you compare them now to then, you could call them frauds, but like their performance has been on like a decline since then. They have some problems. I feel like it's not like if you look at the players, how much they play, they don't play at all. You have 2 or 3 players who don't play at all, and if you don't play solo queue, like you don't have a feeling for the game, and
Solo queue into your Elrat. Let's go.
then you kind of lose your I mean your feeling for the game. That's my part, but I think if they get their shit together, if they don't have scheduling issues, maybe I don't know if they have, they can definitely win. I trust in them. I also I think they have really good mid and jungle, and if these guys would play solo queue, like this team could be mega good. But I mean, if you don't want to play, don't play, but then you kind of lose.
yeah, no, I have to agree with that. Like at some point, I feel like when do we just give up on Snakepack? I mean, I gave up on Snakepack when they won regular season, so I thought that was higher than they will ever achieve again. But I can't take that away from them. Hacks, do you have any finishing thoughts on Snakepack, or are you ready to move on to the upper bracket?
No, I will just quickly say I don't think they will be 2-0 by Slim Mods. I would actually predict 2-1 to Snakepack, but in most of all the points, I don't think I have too much to add now.
Perfect, perfect, guys. That was today's fraud alert. We don't have to go over Vacuum rates. We know they're the biggest frauds in the league. Come on, guys. They lost to Vitage and Pearl. Isn't that the meme of this season? With that,
They've been run over enough, I think.
yes. I mean, come on. Elrad is the nice guy of this server. We can't put him in the dirt too much. With that in mind, we're gonna look at the upper bracket here. Insanely well edited by Yesaya, and we have some very good.
No!
Very
What the
good.
fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that?
What do you mean? I don't see anything. But
No.
guys, looking at these games, we have some very exciting games, and I wanted to start with your game, Linus, so that's why we're gonna go over to Shrekman's match of the week, and that's none other than Vitagen Pearl versus Black Flag Sailor. So, Linus, talk me through these expectations. You've been kind of after Vitagen this entire split. Is this where your redemption arc gets its conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, obviously. You have some good players on Vitagen Pearl, like Trolulu, but then you also have like people like Dutch and Ant who are like not really good at the game. I think they are probably the most overrated players in the league, and I'm really happy that I'm off that team.
You say of all time?
I mean, there were some people in like split 3 on the Gucci
Uh,
team who I would call
oh,
frauds,
I thought
but
you meant
besides
EB
that,
roster. Yeah, Gucci roster.
or the EB roster, yeah, true.
Like that support
Um,
AD. Ah.
but to be honest, I feel like Vitagen Pearl is just getting ready for players. Like they are starting to play good, and I have a lot of respect for them. And yeah, we will take them seriously and see how well they can play. I still feel like we will win in the end. But it could be close.
What do you think? 2-1? 2-0?
2-0. I don't lose to Dutch.
True. Okay. Elrat, as an outsider, Vitage and Pearl, you just played them, you played Black Flag Sailors. Which team will take home this series?
From my experience, I would say Pearl takes it because like we played 1-1 against the Sailors, and the game we lost against the Sailors, we just were like, "There's the Vex, let's give her 20 kills and try to win."
That was also
And
on Usage Swain.
yeah, I know. He has a challenge in SLE to win one game on this champ, but I think we won't pick him again. So no, I think it's an interesting matchup. Both teams have their strengths. I felt like on the Pearl team, mid lane was the biggest like danger point. In bot lane, I never felt like a threat. But in the end, the Jinx scaled so much that he just could run us down. But I think it depends on the mid matchup here in this game, because if Denzera has a good game, he can carry the shit. But if he tries too much and runs it down, it's a free win for Pearl. So just care about mid lane, play weak side top lane, respect the 3 people that are permanently camping in your top lane bush, and then you can play the game.
Okay, Hacks. I take. Wait, before we go over to Hacks, what's your prediction? What will the score be?
It's for Elrat, right?
I mean, Hacks, you can drop it as well, but Elrat
Oh,
preferably.
wait, okay, no, yeah, I think it's 2-1, 2-1 Pearl.
2-1 Pearl, so we have
Pearl.
2-0 Black Flag, 2-1 Pearl. Hacks, are you changing these predictions? What is your thoughts? You are
You
a big
already
Sailors
know I
fans.
am, baby. It's 2-0 BFS. They're gonna be winning all day, baby. I was here before when they faced up against Yin. No one believed my ass, but they 2-0 and they're gonna do it again. I don't give a damn.
Okay, so is there any specific pick you would like your fellow in the top lane to pick this game?
I want Vex. No, wait, top laner.
Okay, Vex, you heard it here, Linus. I want some
No,
Vex
for
top lane.
Dancer.
Oh,
I
okay,
thought
my
you
bad.
said specific pick. Now top lane, I want Ornilawi, I guess. Let's see. That would feel good, I think. I think mid, I want Vex. I don't know what else. I don't want LeBlanc. Maybe I'm capping, but you did win that game. But AD LeBlanc was not my type of flavor, I guess. The AD LeBlanc. But definitely Lau in top lane.
I mean, isn't that shit always banned, Linus? I swear to God, your allow is never
Probably.
open.
It was open once against
Yeah, it
William.
is. It's
He went.
nearly always banned.
It was open once, and he went like 10-0-9 or some shit. That was good.
I mean, that's why it was banned. I mean, okay, we're gonna jump back to the bracket. We have Eternal Blizzard versus Ragnarok. Kind of boring game, easy 2-0 for EB. But then we have this game as well, Assassin's Creed versus Vitagen Diamond. And I have to be honest, I am not a big rater of Assassin's Creed. I actually think they are kind of bad, except for their top laner. But going into this, Elrat, do you expect Assassin's Creed to take down Vitagen?
Not really. I think they're a good team, yes. But if you have Diamond performing at the level they have been before they played against us, and maybe like this week in playoffs, they surely can win. I mean, I think it's easy to draft against Assassin's Creed. There are like 2 or 3 picks you need to respect, and there are picks they probably will pick, and then you can just prepare for it. And I think if bot lane of Diamond needs to win, and I think Shipex is the right person to play there and win. So I would say they win 2-1.
Yeah, sounds good. Linus, I've heard some rumors that you played the flex with some of the Assassin's Creed players this last weekend. Do you think that Trouble Bubbles comms can be a problem for Assassin's Creed?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
If some things on the team, like if there's a problem on the team, it's Trouble. But that being said, Elrat, you said that you don't think that assassins are that good, and you think that like they will lose to Vitagen Diamond. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like you lost on Vicky Rest, you kind of want to other Sanctuary teams to do bad, but I think Assassin's Creed will take this one because they are one of the 2 top teams of the of Sanctuary right now. I feel like Vitagen Diamond only has 1 good player, and that's the support who makes Shipex shine. So in the end, I think like it will be a 2-1 for Assassins.
As long as Trouble Bubble
Can I
doesn't
add
communicate.
something? Like
Yeah,
we
exactly.
went 2-0 against Diamond and 2-0 against Assassins. And even after we stomped Diamond 2-0, like in 25 minutes or something, the Assassin's and Creed games were easier to play. So, in my opinion, Diamond should win these. If not, they can join us at maybe some fraud alert
broad bracket in the
We heard it
bottom.
here. Next week we will take the loser of Assassin's Creed Invite and Gen Diamond on Fraud Alert, if we have one next week. With that, guys, we're gonna move on. Good Sheen into Solaris Ares. Has there ever been a more boring matchup in SLE history? I don't know, man. I actually don't even want to talk about it. You guys have anything interesting to point out here?
I want to see Strophic Cloud.
Everyone talks about this Trophic, but no one watches Solaris game, so I don't know.
I do.
Might be wrong on that one. With that in mind, guys, we are gonna move on to Player of the Week. Hacks and me have sat down. We've thought very, very hard who do we give this week. And then we might have gotten some money from the mod team. So with that in mind, the player of this week, first week of playoffs, no other than Linus. Congratulations, you are player of the swamp. Rocking a 14-4-7 Garen and 14-2-9 Darius. Linus, are you back for real this time?
I hope so. I'm just laughing about the memes. It's great. Thank you very much for the award. I mean, I'm planning to stay. I'm planning to win against every other top laner, and then in the end, I will take the SLE title. At least, hopefully. Like, that would be nice. So yeah.
But do you feel like you're back at like the level you held in? I mean, especially Split 3. Linus is this Linus I keep hearing about, and do you think you're closing in on that form?
I think I'm better than I was back then. I think back then the top laners were probably just all choking or like not good. But I mean, I feel like yes, I can play. I can win lane against every other top laner in the league. I feel like when I have a good day. So
Is
yeah,
there
I'm back.
is there any top laner you're scared of facing?
Scared.
Or is there anyone you hold a bit more respect for, like someone you want to face?
Oh yeah, I
Except for
respect
Hacks, because
Jordy
no
and
one wants to
Hex.
play him.
Oh yeah,
True.
I respect Jordy. I'm thinking if there's anyone else. I would say Ruzu, but every time I play against Ruzu, he's like not performing at all. So I don't know what's up with him.
Chat
Yeah,
has mentioned Baltasar.
Oh yeah, Balthazar. I respect Balthazar and I respect Jordy.
Based.
Okay, based. So, guys, with that in mind, congratulations, Linus. We're gonna jump back to the normal podcast here, and I've heard that we have more than just hot takes this week, so we are gonna go to hot take of the week right now with Shrekman and Elrad. Did I understand correctly that you had prepared some delusional takes?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to flame other people, but I can flame my team, so that's fine by me.
Yeah, okay, but Hacks had one hot take first, I have one hot take, then we jump over to the delusional take. Hacks, what have you prepared for us this time?
Obviously, I'm a top lane stand, right? Top laners, they're the blessing of the earth. And I know there's been a quote going around that top laners are the real supports. Like because if you're watching pro play, there's been this lane swap meta. Very interesting, right? Where top laners are stuck at level 1 for like 5 minutes. Hence, my hot take is going to be that Ant swapping down to support, winning against Elrat is obviously the best support in the league.
Okay, Elrat, I think you're the only one here that's played against Ant support. Do you think Ant is the best support in the league?
And the best rel is also part of it.
No. I think Robbery Rel might be better than Andrel. But
Oh wait, then it's not that good,
So-
Ant rel.
I mean, when he played, he was never a threat. Like, not really. I think there were like 4 other threats more than Rel. Also, I played Alistar twice, but like I was fucking useless on Alistar, but the Rel was like never really a threat. So I mean, there are many other supports that are better right now than me, if you look at my recent performance. But and I don't know, he hasn't shown something to me that I'm like, yeah, impressive, good support. I mean, he's decent, yeah. Also
Where-
swapping from top lane to support.
Where would you
Decent
rate him?
support.
Like right
I mean,
now? I think that's also
We have Loco. who last week denied that I won against him. Remember season 3, EB? Just want to say that, but I think
Wasn't
Loco's
that
better.
Fabiolo?
Yeah, Fabiolo
Yeah.
played Kim Jensen. We had
I can
we had
tell you that
Itchy.
the godly Fab is not it. No
Yeah.
flame.
I mean, he brought some nice vibe to the team, but didn't help. So I think Loco is a really good support. I want to play against him again, so I haven't in a long time. Then we have Jesse, who disappointed last week by picking Milio blind into Blitzcrank. But I think he's better. Who do we else have? Like some people voted for McLaren's. Yeah, McLaren's.
Name.
I think he wasn't that great. Like he had a good start to the league, and then he kind of was a fell off. And then probably I don't know, me, then Ants. There are not many good supports. Maybe Mopo as well. Like Ant and Mopo on the same
So 4-5.
level. Yeah.
I mean,
But I
that's
don't know.
quite
Right now,
impressive,
I don't want to rate myself. I mean, the support pool this season is not that great, to be honest.
You don't have to rate
Like-
yourself. Like as a player, I understand perfectly if you wanna. Like you're obviously number one, so
Yeah,
it's
of
fine if you
course.
exclude yourself.
No,
from
I
the
would
rate.
say that I'm number 1 and he can be second.
Okay, fine.
But I think there are some good supports, and then there's many medium supports. Like if you can name me some support that's better than these 4, we can talk about it. But I think they're the main supports.
Okay, Linus. So I have a follow-up questions to you, Linus, because I don't. Maybe a bit hard to ask a support hot take straight to you, but you mentioned earlier that Ant is one of the most overrated players in the league. Do you think him swapping to support is just him coping that he's not as dominant in top lane anymore?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen that in the past, that top laners who are just like not good anymore, but don't want to admit that they are washed, that they swap to support. You saw it with Lost Moderator before he dropped out of SAE by losing every game. And now you
Maybe.
see it with Ant, who's like, yeah, I will head into playoffs. I don't want to play against Skatesmates. I don't want to play against Linus. I don't want to play against God of Hex. So he goes to
Who
support.
swapped to
and
support, by
plays
the
there.
way, last blitz.
Who's the next top player to fall out and go to the support role according to you, Linus? Is there anyone you think will actually do it for the third time this split?
Mm,
Or are we safe now?
I mean, I think the rest of the top laners are either good enough to stay on top, or are they know that they are not good, but they want to be beaten up for some reason. But maybe you should do that, Hex, because last split you played support and it was okay, which is better than like this split. Maybe
I
that
have to
would
agree
help.
on that.
I mean, the Milio I had was kind of fucking crazy, not gonna lie.
It was. With that though, guys, I have another hot take for you, Linus. Mostly, I'm sorry, Elrat, you can comment on this as well. So my hot take is that if Linus and God of Hacks would play a 1v1, Linus would win lane 9 out of 10 times. So Linus, what is your feeling regarding that statement?
I think it's pretty based. That being said, I feel like it's probably more like I win 8.5 of those lanes, not 9. Like 9, like Hex is not that bad.
I mean, to be fair, maybe he picks Cassiopeia once and go even, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right.
I'm a bit of a range abuser.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I remember.
No need to be so humble, Linus, is what Loco says in the chat. Hacks, how do you feel if you would go up against Linus? Would you smack him?
Is this an isolated one or a normal comp game?
Isolated 1v1.
Isolated 1-1. I think I'd win. No, I think Linus would win lane about 6.9 times out of 10.
Oh.
That is my prediction.
Just like Elrat would win my heart 4.2 times out of 10, or what?
Exactly.
Exactly. So, Elrat, do you know anything about top lane?
Yeah, I know a lot about Linus top lane. Yeah.
Yeah, do you think he's a fraud?
Depends.
Come
if
on,
he
El.
gets counter matchup, he maybe wins 5 out of 10 times because he's a greedy player. But I think it always depends on matchup on top lane. So if Linus gets a good matchup, he can abuse some arrows.
I
But,
mean, when you say matchup, do you mean like matchup as in like support and jungle runs top, or just champion 1v1?
no, champion 1v1.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
But
so if he gets like if Hex, for example, picks Cassandra and Linus picks Garen, it's favored for him, but not that much. Like it's normal top lane stuff, you know? You get counterpicked, you have a hard time if you're a good player.
I mean, isn't that kind of how every single role in League of Legends works?
Nah,
No.
mid lane you can
No,
escape always.
I mean you can blind pick mid lane, you can blind pick ADC, you can blind pick jungle.
Bot laners lane swap up to top. Mid laners have a short lane. They can just push and roam.
I mean, you say that, but then I've had to watch Usage and Swain for like 2 games in a row, and I can tell you that like that did not look fine when he got counterpicked.
It may not be.
Actually, didn't look
I mean-
that good when he got counterpicked either.
We need to respect the elders, you know. I think we need to stop bashing that poor old man.
I mean, if he would
That's-
just stop going Conqueror on Swain, I would be nice to him. But he hasn't shown me that yet, and I'm gonna bash him that. But I agree, we have to be nice to our elders. Lurks is actually he's getting old, guys. We might not have much time left of Lurks in SLE. So yeah, I agree. Elrat, do you have any delusional takes from Vacuum prepared for us today?
Yeah, where do you want to start? From bot to top?
I'll start with a top lane because I mean we have 2 top lane players with us today. So
I think I already mentioned that hot take that my top laner was like, I'm one of the best supports in SLE, and then he gets a solo kill twice by a player who was substitute for 2 splits, and then yeah, just completely runs it on top lane. So my first delusional take on from my team is that my top laner thinks he's a good top laner.
What does good
his
mean?
case maze good.
I mean, top 3. He said, like he
Top
said,
three,
he's
okay,
the
top three, top
he's
three.
the best sanctuary top laner. And
Jordi, are you in chat? Now we ain't taking that cup.
Okay, God of Hacks, is he the best Sanctuary top laner?
Nah.
Is he the
Ain't
second
no
best
way.
top laner in Sanctuary?
Nah, he's the third.
Okay, he's the
Yeah.
I'll accept that. I'll accept. Linus, what do you think? Case Maze, top 1 at Sanctuary?
No.
Top 2?
I know what it's from. You remember the FIFA cards that I made? When I was making them and already had the rankings and everything finished, I went through Sanctuary bit and I asked people of their opinion. They should give their rankings just for my enjoyment. And Kate's Maze gave him the highest ranking for top lane
And no
and
one
triggered a lot of people.
else.
And then he didn't perform at all after that. So yeah, I think he's maybe the 4th best top laner.
I mean,
don't know.
is he better than Noir?
Yeah, he's better than Noir. But like
Okay.
I feel like if you would put him 10 lanes against Cybertop, me or Jordy, he would lose like a majority against every one of us.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's on his super form on Sion. Elrat, Robbery, did he have a delusional take?
I mean, everything Robbery says in draft is delusional. I
Oh,
think,
you mean so? Okay, so Robbery's delusional take was
Yeah,
Lee Sin
yeah,
was not
yeah.
a problem.
No. I mean, if we can look at our losers and maybe analyze why. Game 1 yesterday, he calls the Swain. Point 1. Then
Yeah.
last finals, he calls for a Lee Sin jungle.
Yeah.
And then he calls the game after the game. He says, guys, that was a good draft. So yeah, he's the best drafter in our team, apparently, and the second best smiter. We need to honor our elder in the mid lane, who's the best smiter on my team.
Yes. Okay, guys. Just to, I don't know. We can continue this. I think we just go to Usage and stake here. I'm scared of the response.
That one is good. That one is also. I mean, you can all have your own opinion. His opinion, or like his delusional take was 2 weeks ago when we played against Diamond, and he was like, guys, look at their ADC. He looks like a scripter. And then he was like, look at how he dodged the Volibear ult. He's a scripter. And we were like, you're absolutely delusional. And then we stumped them 2-0, and he was like, guys, he just turned the scripts off for our series.
Damn. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, Linus. Is Shipex a scripter, do you think?
No, I don't think so. But I'm not surprised that Vicky Brest starts to blame. Like, even before they lose, they already try to find excuses why they will lose. So that's just like daily Vicky Brest business, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that one. That sounds like a classic Vacuurate's bitterness. Axe, do you think Shipex is a scripter?
If he never got casualted when I played Cass and he never got stunned, which I can't really know because he had a Milio.
I mean, that was your
riding
Casio,
him.
though, which was kind of bad.
There's no wrong, no wrong. But if he never got cast stunned, then maybe he's a scripter. Maybe. But it's hard to tell because he had a Milio on him at all times. So can't really say. But no, in general, no, I don't think Shipex is a scripter. I do think he has a very big A button for auto attack.
I have to not agree with you, Sajin, here. I kind of doubt Shipex is a scripter. I think they would win more games then, if I'm completely honest. Elrat, Butner, does he have a hot take, delusional take, or is it just some flame to Linus?
Like, I don't know what I can say, what is not a delusional take by my ADC. But like, if he starts talking, everything is just delusional.
Okay, then
Because, like, if just remember, if you see this guy in the morning in some SLE chat, this guy has nothing to do and just wants to have fun.
Okay.
And this guy is the delusion. You don't need. There is like no hot take because everything he says is just delusional.
Linus, you
I
and
agree.
Butner has had some spicy conversations. What do you think of Butner?
I mean, like personally, I think he's a really nice guy. That being said, like he has the worst takes. Like it shouldn't. I'm kind of surprised that he's not mentioned together with like people like Firecracker or Bomberleg because he's on
Is
the
he
same
worse
level
than
and he
Loss?
should be. Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Because Loss was like I don't know, he was trying to have fun or something. But like Büttner is just complete delusion. Like everything. Like even when you're in the voice call with him, like he opens his mouth and it's just delusional take after delusional take, like Erad said. So yeah, he's way worse than Loss.
If you got to pick one person who you have comms with in game, would you pick Trouble Bubble or Butner?
Trouble Bubble.
Oh no, it's bad.
Immediately Trouble Bubble.
Okay, it's very
It's
bad.
that bad with Büttner, yeah.
It's very bad.
For streams information, we've been listening at the voice comms from Shikiorin's undercover into Sanctuary, and I can tell you that there was a lot of singing in those voice comms, not gonna lie. Elrat, do you have a delusional take? What's your biggest delusional take?
My biggest delusional take. I haven't prepared one actually. I think my team is so delusional that every information I get is like enough for me, for my brain. So
You just have to be the balance.
I can't. That's the problem. You know?
That L in Elrat stands for love. He cannot flame. He's not
I mean,
Efrat, he's
I
Elrat.
flamed my teammates here for 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought Ellen Elrat stands for Luke, but
Yeah.
that could be it. Guys, I assume none of you have more takes. I don't have any more takes. Elrat, it's been very nice of you to present some takes. How I feel about them. I mean, the further we went, the more I realized that Casemace rating himself as the best top laner was probably not probably the take that was closest to the truth, and that kind of hurts saying actually, thinking of it. Before we finish off today, guys, we are back with a clip of the week. I'm sorry,
Ooh.
Kim Jensen, but I think this clip just had to be highlighted. Is
What
it
is
showing?
this? Hey! Okay, we're ult out here. We're ulting out.
I mean, he gets the shield,
Okay,
but he should
okay,
just be
never
going
mind.
down.
GG.
Sadly, Milio gets shut down. I have no idea how this
Damn.
works.
Milio
But
took it though.
what
GG,
on
very nice.
earth
Probably
did
also on
Kim
saving the
Jensen
game.
see that I did not see?
So,
I
any thoughts on
wonder.
this clip? Anyone want to see it again? Elrat, what do you think about this play from Kim Jensen?
Did he have ult?
No.
Oh,
Well played, I would say.
I like it. It's
What do you-
ambitious.
What do you think, Linus? Can we expect
As
a
like
ban
a
coming in
Challenger
next week?
TP, Kim Jensen, no flash.
No, I don't think so.
He doesn't even have
I
his
mean, we
R,
will
which
probably
he's
play
just
against
sending
Solaris
it.
Ares,
What
but
is happening?
if we play against
I
Yin
mean, he gets the shield, he
unexpectedly,
should just
then
be
I
going
don't think
down.
we need to
Sad
ban it.
video gets
I mean, you
shut
can
down. I
see
have
it.
no idea
Like
how
the
this works.
macro is not good, the
But
decisioning
what
is not
on
good.
earth
I
did
remember
Kim-
when I watched that on stream, and I was like, "What the fuck is Kim doing there?"
That
And
was
he
me
was like
that
going in
entire
and donating
series,
the
actually.
shutdown. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That feels more like a Randy play than a Kim Jensen play.
No, I was just sitting there. No, I mean, oh my god. Well, I guess
Oh,
if I
you are
play
you-
if I
okay.
play Echo, it would look like that. I guess. I was sitting there. I'm like, Kim Jensen probably had something he's not allowed to have. Anyway, guys, we are gonna wrap today's episode up. Thank you, Linus. Thank you, Elrat, for joining us today. It's been wonderful to have you. It's been wonderful to not have the most toxic episode of all time. Mostly thanks to you, Linus, because Elrat can get a bit toxic at times, you know.
Yeah.
Linus, do you have any finishing words you want to give out to the SLE community?
This is a great podcast. By Hacks. Give all your love and good feedback.
Oh,
And thank you
sorry,
for
Linus, we lost you
having
there.
me. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Good luck with your game into, I already forgot, Vitagen, I think it is. Elrat, any finishing or closing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I was mean to my team, but in the end, I think we always have fun together. So don't take it personal
I
because
just enjoy the
you're
last
losing
week
over there.
together.
I mean, could be. Who knows?
So,
That is band angle.
Hacks, do you have any finishing words? Can we expect a top lane domination from you this week?
I will definitely be dominating top lane this week. It will be an absolute cinema, I would say.
It's perfect, guys. This has been Shrekman with the famous Sanctuary guests. Thank you all for watching. Next week we will not have an episode because Hacks, the producer, owner, host of this podcast, is taking all the money to go to Bahamas for a week. But next week we will be out and we'll be back the 29th of April. Perfect. That's probably a day I can't do. So that will be perfect. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Shrekman. Have a good evening.